Hi, welcome back to Shotoku Tech. I just got through unboxing the Oplà IoT Kit from Arduino, and we got to run a test sketch on it in this video. Now, I want to put a sketch on this Oplà and make a cloud thing so that we can monitor the Oplà IoT Kit while it's in a rocket flying along with this Verizon Wi-Fi hotspot. I'm demoing it right here. It will look something like this. So let's go ahead and get started here. We're going to go into the Arduino IoT Cloud, and we want to create a new thing. First thing I want to do is get my device connected up here. So we've already we connected previously to the RP2040 Connect there. You have to have the Arduino Create agent running on your PC, and my Oplà is connected via USB cable right now. Yeah, there's the agent. So it found my Maker Wi-Fi 1010. We'll go ahead and configure it. We're going to give it a name. I'm going to call it Rocket Oplà. Now this initial setup takes a few minutes. So we're just going to look in here. I might crop and compress a little bit. Okay, our Maker Wi-Fi 1010 setup there has a device named Rocket Oplà. Let's go ahead and configure our network here. We're going to use the Wi-Fi SSID and password for my Verizon Wi-Fi hotspot. We're going to go ahead and create some variables. I want an A underbar X, and it's going to be float, and it's going to be read-only. So that's going to be our X-axis for our IMU. There's an A underbar Y. Again, this is a floating variable. It's read-only because we're not sending a signal to that variable. We're just receiving information from that variable. So it's read-only. Okay, and let's get an A sub Z. Let's get an A underbar Z there, floating point. Read-only. Let's add temperature, because we're going to monitor the temperature of our Oplà while it's in a rocket. There we go. Yeah, I was going to configure network first, but you see you couldn't configure it. It was kind of grayed out until we added these variables. So that's why I'm doing that. There's humidity, again, read-only, floating variable. And let's get the pressure. The pressure is the one I'm most interested in. We should be able to pick up a pressure change in the rocket. As it flies higher, the pressure should drop. Okay, so we got all 6 variables configured. Now we can configure the Wi-Fi SSID and password for my Verizon Wi-Fi hotspot that's going to be in the rocket with the Oplà IoT Kit. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to blur out the SSID here because it's not going to be on after this. You'll have a hard time finding my Verizon Wi-Fi hotspot. And I'm not going to give you the password either, so. Okay. So now, when we upgrade the sketch, the Wi-Fi is going to be set. Yeah, we're all ready to upload a sketch, but we need a sketch. This is just a bare bone sketch for the Oplà IoT Kit so far, and we need to add some more stuff. Yeah, we need to populate these variables with some values somehow. Well, I'm going to go ahead and create the dashboard first. So we're just going to add all the indicators for these variables. We're just going to go with the values. Just going to put the raw values there. We should give it a name. You have to make sure you select the right thing. I should have named my thing Rocket Oplà. So there I've selected the A sub X value. There you go. Name it X. Okay, great. All right, let's just keep adding those value blocks onto our dashboard here. Let's get the Y and the Z. And again, we'll give it a name. So this will be Y. We got to link it to a variable. We got to make sure to pick the right thing. And we linked that to the A under bar Y variable. Let's add another value. This will be Z. And we pick the A under bar Z variable. Let's just keep going. We got to get the temperature and the pressure and the humidity in here. Yeah, we're not in the mode to move them around just yet. Let's just keep adding these. Then we'll actually edit the dashboard shape. There's humidity. Linking that variable to the entitled number 2 thing, humidity. And last but not least, let's get pressure. Okay. Now we're going to drag these around a little bit. I'm not going to dwell on this too much. I'll just show you, you click on that little mover icon and then you can drag these and shape these. They're going to be a little small initially because this float variable is going to take up a lot of room and you won't get to see. It gets truncated basically in the block that's that small. But we got our variables configured and we've got our dashboard configured. We've got our device and our thing. Let's see, am I going to rename the thing? Okay, so now we've got to focus on the sketch here. We're missing some include files for the Oplà IoT Kit. There, you need that. The include files for Arduino Maker IoT carrier and defining it as the carrier. Yeah, see, I've gone ahead and I'm in the full editor this time. Okay, we got thing properties in there twice. Let's get that out. That looks nice and neat. What's next? Okay, so there's the code to read the temperature and humidity. We can just take that right straight out and drop that in the void loop section here. Clean that up a little bit. Now, I originally thought that carrier environment would also have a pressure attribute, but we'll find out later that it's under a different, pressure's under a different segment of the carrier. Yeah, this is interesting. We need this in here to connect to the Arduino Cloud. I missed a bracket there. And we got to set this in there. Yeah, I got confused. I was missing a bracket where all of this needed to be inside the void setup portion of the sketch. And again, because it's in the carrier, the Opla's in the carrier, we want to say carrier case equals true. Yeah, see, so I was thinking I could just take this and switch it to pressure here. Because I mistakenly thought that pressure was also an attribute of the environment of the carrier. Yeah, we're going to validate this. I'm going to find out I'm missing a bracket. And we're also going to find that we get an error on that carrier environment read pressure line of the code. Yeah, okay, that function definition is not allowed here before the bracket token, means we're missing that bracket. We'll get that worked out. Yeah, there, I just figured it out. Missing a bracket. Yeah, you can see these float variables don't fit well in these blocks this size. Yeah, carrier pressure, read pressure. That fixed that, good. And then you see I added the carrier IMU module read acceleration XYZ. And now we can see all of the variables are populated in our wonderful dashboard. I went ahead and added graphs to the dashboard as well because I think that that's going to be a lot more interesting to look at. So let's give it a little shake here, see what things look like when we start playing around with our Oplà IoT Kit. Here you can see the X, Y, and Z variables changing. Yeah, it surprises me that the humidity and temperature change, but those are very slight changes. We're talking about a couple hundredths there. You're going to want to stay tuned. I got to get my Super DX3 rocket ready to fly at the club launch this Sunday. Give this video a like, comment down below, and make sure to check out my rocket video. Please click on subscribe. Thank you very much.